Hi, I'm Marcia Hickey, the children's librarian at the Wareham Free Library, and this is our weekly children's young adult book talk. The book I've chosen for this week is called Show Me a Sign by Anne Claire Lizotte. It's a book for students grade 4 to 7, and it's very interesting because Show Me a Sign, it's because the author is deaf, and the main characters in this book are deaf. And the hand gesture she's showing is interpret. Interpret, hear me, listen to me, understand me, interpret. And she has an interview where she talks about it. And when you read this story, you get a huge understanding of what it's like to be a child who's deaf and how you go about the world. You learn that it's historical fiction, local historical fiction. This takes place on Martha's Vineyard. It involves a town that's historically true in Martha's Vineyard. They had a high incident of deafness. And in the main character, Mary, she is deaf, her father is deaf, her mother is hearing, and her older brother was hearing. And it takes place in 1805, and they're very isolated. They never really get off the island, and a stranger comes to the island, a scientist, and he is going to study the deafness on the island, and he is confident he is going to discover the cause of their deafness. The villagers are suspicious of him because he doesn't seem to appreciate them as people. And as Mary is searching through his belongings one day because her mother has given away her recently deceased brother's geography book where he drew a picture, a map of the island for her, she wants to get it back. She reads one of his letters, and he talks about very disparagingly of the deaf people on the island and how he wants a live specimen to bring back to Boston. And there's the foreshadowing of what's going to happen. So the first book, you learn about the relationships, about how people feel about, is a disability or is it just an ability, and how you cope with it. There's conflict between the Wampanoags and the white people on the island. We also have freed slaves living on the island as workers, and there's conflict there. So it's about a lot about conflict resolution and understanding. The second half of the book, Mary is kidnapped by the scientist, and it goes through how she survives and how the adventure of how she eventually escapes and makes her way back home, and the acceptance and the love she feels when she comes back home. So you're learning a lot in this book about deafness, the historical reality, and there are a lot of moral issues that they deal with in this book. It's a very exciting story. You won't want to put it down. It's slow to develop at the beginning because they have to set the scene and the tone to understand what life was like on Martha's Vineyard in 1805. But it was a great story, and I know teachers that use it in the classroom, so I think it would be great. As I've already mentioned, it's for grades 4 through 7, and I would suggest that if your child picks this up, read this along with your child because you will learn a lot too. Thank you for listening. Have a great week.